So, what exactly goes on at a games company? Well, other than making games, of course. Today, I'm heading to Rebellion, one of Europe's largest independent game developers, to find out.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, come on in. So, welcome to Rebellion.
Thank you.
This is it.
My guide for the day is Jason Kingsley, who, along with his brother Chris, founded and run the company.
We have an open plan office so people can see what other people are doing.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's an awful lot bigger than most people think from the outside. So we've got different parts of the office and the studio are very much focused on different elements of development.
Okay, and what's this team over here?
This is Evil Genius. So these guys here are working away on conquering the world in an amusing way. And then moving on, we've come to web systems and processes, because that's a really important part of it, our websites and things. And then over in the far corner is 2000 AD.
Can you tell me a little bit about the acquisition of 2000 AD? Because that's quite random for a gaming studio to acquire.
You say it's random. It's part of a carefully designed, semi-chaotic plan, which involves only doing business in areas where I'm interested and my brother are interested in consuming. We've been readers of 2000 AD since it first came out in February '77. The latest Dread movie. My brother and I were producers on that movie, and we helped set the thing up, and it's become quite a classic. And this is our testing area. So we've got a lot of people in QA here, and this is really important because these guys and girls all represent the, if you like, the conscience of the consumer. They've got to tell us whether the game works for them from a consumer's perspective. So they're the champion of the consumer. And then all the way around here is the huge number of people that are working on our biggest game, which is Sniper Elite 3. So they are busy working on DLC, downloadable content.
You guys have your own marketing team in-house. Is that usual for a games company?
I think it's going to become more usual as we go forward. It's fairly new for us. We've normally relied on other people's marketing departments, but over the last couple of years, we identified the need to do a lot more of that in-house. So it's a very important part to let people know about the great game you're making.
So you mentioned there that Rebellion is not only involved in games development, it's involved in comic books, it's involved in movies. Is it usual for a games development studio to have kind of fingers in so many areas?
I think it's actually really unusual. I don't think there's many people. We had the well, it's quite a landmark really. My brother pointed it out. We had a #1 movie, which was Dread 3D, and a #1 game out in the same year, which is pretty impressive really for anybody. So, but it seems normal for us because we do things we really love. So so we sort of, as an independent developer, we've tried to experiment with lots of different business models and lots of different ideas.
By now, I'd seen most of Rebellion Studios, but there seemed to be one door in the back that I just hadn't been through, so I had to take a look. Whoa, so what is this place?
This is our Aladdin's cave of stuff we don't want to throw away. I think every games developer should have one. I think we're probably quite unique. We keep a lot of stuff from the old days. We've got two full-size, well, more than full-size, oversized Judge Dredd and versus Death statuettes. These were made by a very talented lady artist, and we don't really know what to do with them. Can't even give them away because most people don't have a house big enough to put them in.
I'll put it in my garden.
I don't know when they go outside. They are fiberglass, I think. That's very interesting. This is from the very first Aliens versus Predator. So these are how we actually made the stop motion. So I'm going to come back here and pick these up because these are actually, these are the originals. So that's the brilliance of working here. You find magic secret things.
I could totally just lose myself in here. This is so cool. After exploring Rebellion's Aladdin's cave, it was time to meet some of the team. So what's your job title here?
Hi, well, I look after the marketing and PR here at Rebellion.
My job title is Head of Creative. I am the PR coordinator for 2000 AD.
Producer.
and the team over to my left produce all the advertising and trailers that help promote our game, and we look after social media as well, so we connect with our fans and get everyone excited for the games that are coming out or are already out.
And if you had any advice for young people who want to get into the games industry, what would that be?
People need to have a go. And if you really have a passion in it, there's lots of different areas of business as well. Art and design, as well as technical things and coding, but also there's a lot of other support roles. There's marketing, PR, all new areas like social media and quality assurance. It's an awful lot of different places. You don't have to be a computer programmer to work in games. You don't have to be a computer games designer to work in games. There are lots of other areas that all mesh in to create that team that will make a game and release it to the public and then support the public in their playing of it.
You don't always need the technical development skills to work in the games industry, but what you definitely need is a passion and a love for the art.
Yeah.